Hey you guys, what's up? I'm back at it again with another video. Just want to give you a quick update. I'll be doing probably within the next week. Give my review of SmackDown and Raw, both shows, since the brand split, and my thoughts of each show, as well as probably my overall opinion and thoughts of WWE in 2016, best matches and etc. Um, so that's probably I'll probably hopefully get that within the week or so. So anyway, so be on the lookout for that. But the purpose of this video here is that I want to talk about the man himself. You see the merchandise, you see the shirt, you see the glove or gloves, and that is AJ Styles. To me, AJ Styles is the MVP of WWE. Bar none, there's no comparison. I had the privilege to go to SmackDown Live last night here in Chicago. WWE did a 2 day did a 2 day thing where they had Raw Monday night as well as SmackDown. I would have gone to Raw as well, but due to certain circumstances, I wasn't able to attend Raw Monday night. But I definitely wanted to long term plan to tune in to go to SmackDown Live, and yesterday was just an excellent show. Even 205 Live afterwards was great, and to me, it was one of the best WWE live event shows, weekly shows that I've been to in quite some time. Just a really, really great show. And also too, just really, really cements to me, and also to being there live and seeing everything really cemented as to why SmackDown is the more enjoyable show, you know, compared to Raw. But again, like I said, I'll save that for a different future vid the next week. But AJ Styles, it still baffles me sometimes that this guy is in WWE still. Not only in WWE, but he's the world heavyweight champion as well. I mean, like, holy crap, who would have thought? The guy that was a TNA veteran, the guy that built TNA, was the face of TNA for so many years. The guy who went on to New Japan Pro Wrestling, reinvent himself, um, would come to WWE, and not only come to WWE, but be the world champion within his first year. To me, AJ Styles has had one of the best first years for a WWE superstar that I've seen in a long time, at least since maybe Brock Lesnar. I think AJ Styles has had one of the best first years. I mean, he comes in at Royal Rumble. He, has phenomenal title contender matches against Roman Reigns. Has great matches with Chris Jericho. Has a great match with John Cena. Had a match of the year candidate to me, match with John Cena at SummerSlam, and goes on to become WWE champion and still is champion to this day. I just think absolutely incredible. I mean, AJ Styles already got voted, I think, by Rolling Stone magazine. I read yesterday he's already like Wrestler of the Year from Rolling Stone. That is awesome. I'm hearing things that Vince wants AJ, has become a fan of AJ Styles, so much so that he wants to bring AJ to Monday Night Raw in the next draft that they're gonna draft show that they're gonna have sometime in June or July of next year. That's a big deal. The big boss man himself, because apparently what I've heard was that Vince wasn't too sure of AJ Styles, wasn't too high on him, but over time he's become a big fan of AJ, and like I said, he wants to move AJ to Raw, to the Raw brand, once they have the draft next year. So that'll be pretty interesting to see. I hate that to happen because I think SmackDown needs to be AJ's home. Let that be the brand that he rules and reigns over. To be the face of that brand. But all in all, I mean, like, AJ Styles has just been on a tear this year. I mean, from his run as a face to his heel turn. I mean, this guy is a heel, and he's getting some of the biggest pops of the night. Last night here in Chicago, everybody was chanting for AJ Styles, even before the show started. And even when AJ came out, everyone was chanting AJ Styles, AJ Styles. And this dude is a heel. He's a heel, and people still chant his name. People still want to see him. His merchandise sells. I heard that the WWE custom side plates for the replicas, the AJ Styles side plate, once that was released, it sold out immediately. WWE restocked it online. It sold out again immediately. I mean, the guy is selling, he's moving merchandise, and AJ's he's a little bit past his prime age wise, but he's definitely in the prime of his career. And I just hope that, this isn't a one and done thing with AJ Styles. I would love to see AJ Styles become a 2-time, 3-time, maybe even a 5-time WWE champion down the road. I hope AJ Styles stays in WWE for the long run. Hopefully, maybe retire with WWE and just be one of those top guys for the WWE. Within the next 5 years at least. Because let's be honest, AJ Styles came in the door a little late as a seasoned veteran, but the way I look at it, he couldn't have really come at a better time. And AJ Styles came into WWE 5 or even 10 years ago, I don't think AJ would have gotten the push and pull that he has now. Because you go back 10 years from now, guys like, John Cena, who was always on top, and John Cena kind of still is, he's a part-timer now. Randy Orton, Batista, Undertaker, all these guys were still Edge. All these guys were still, full-time big dudes being pushed to the top. And had AJ would have came in to WWE around that time, I don't think we will be talking about AJ Styles in WWE the way we're talking about him right now. I think he came at a great time. He came at a time where he was hot. His assets were or his value was really high. Because he kicked ass in Japan for like 2 or 3 years after he left TNA, and WWE did the right thing. They did the right thing. They brought him up to the main roster right away. He didn't have to go through NXT, and the dude has just been, like his name say, phenomenal. This guy has not had a bad match with anybody in WWE. And I think that's his career as a whole. I don't think anyone can say AJ Styles has had a bad match. There might be matches better than others, but I don't think anyone can say AJ Styles has had a bad match throughout his career. He is an excellent in-ring performer, excellent in-ring general. He plays well as a baby face. He plays well as a heel. He's a good talker. He's probably not the best talker on the mic, but he does a good enough job. He's not like I don't know. He's not like a Roman Reigns or anything on the microphone, but he's not bad like a Roman Reigns on the microphone, but he's good enough to get by. He can work well with anybody, big or small, regardless of limitation or in-ring style. AJ Styles is truly the MVP of the WWE. I'm glad he's in it. And to me, the only person that I can think of when I think of someone having the total package in terms of the in-ring ability, having the capability to work with anybody good or, of various sizes and styles, is Bret the Hitman Hart. And even Shawn Michaels as well. Like, those are the two guys to me that I think are just rare, where, you look out through their career, they've never had really a bad match throughout their career. They can work with anybody regardless of skill, size, or ring style, in-ring style. AJ Styles is the next best thing to me since those guys in terms of that. I will put AJ Styles on that same stage with a Bret Hart or a Shawn Michaels in that regard. So yeah, I think AJ's awesome. He's badass. He's always been one of my top favorite wrestlers of this generation, second only to CM Punk. I think he's a far better in-ring worker than Punk. But still, AJ Styles, he's the man. He's the MVP. He is what his moniker is, or his tagline. He is phenomenal. I just hope that, like I said, he's only 39 now, 39 going on 40. So he's getting a little bit up there, but he's still having some of the best matches of his career. And he's put on a hell of a performance. And, whether AJ decides to stick around for another, 5 years or 10 years doing this, I don't know. But I hope he stays in WWE for a long time, retires with the WWE, and I hope WWE does right by him and keep him as one of their top guys in that company. You guys let me know what you think about AJ Styles. Do you agree or disagree with my opinions of him? Do you think he's the MVP of WWE? To me, I think he's been the best thing. He's been the best thing for this company for this entire year. That's just me. But yeah, I want you to let me know what you think in the box below. Comment, subscribe. Peace.